This is Blackfire DM with another live broadcast of Final Fantasy XVI, and this one here I am going to do one of the marks here, then make sure that there's no other side quests, and then afterwards going to continue with the story, which I believe that the Titan fight will be drawing near on this one, because last time I didn't fight Titan, I fought Hugo, but I didn't actually fight Titan. Which I'm expecting that to happen. So mainly this is going to be not too long of a broadcast if everything goes according to plan. So still, I plan to at least get up to Titan and defeat him. But before I do, if you enjoyed this broadcast, we watch this now or later on, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to my channel or you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to Blackfire DM Gaming. And to make sure you don't miss out on any of my live broadcasts or regular videos, be sure to turn on the notification bell. With that said, time to do the mark first. Alright. Viewing the hunt board, there's at least one hunt, I believe, that was available left. So, gonna be doing that. And this one's gonna be going to, let's see, Muddy Water. So, this is in there. Okay. So, we have that. And then I spoke to her, I believe.
Here for another of my lectures.
No, I'm not here for your lecture. Oh, wait.
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn?
I don't think
Very
it's this. Alright. That it was just to stop her from whatever she was saying, so there's that. And then there was an update. We could change the appearance, I believe, of Clive and the others, so can't say exactly where the location was. I kind of looked that kind of quickly, but yes, we can actually change their appearance now. Is it on this? Oh, yes. Appearance. Okay. So, I can go with that as normal or current black. You know, I think I'll go with current black, but anyone who does not agree with this one here, if you guys are watching this later on, let me know in the comment section below. Okay. I like that. Yep. If it doesn't affect the strength category, I gotta say the weapon here, I'm gonna make the appearance look like this. So this is what I have Clive looking like right now. For her, I think I'll stick to normal. Let know what looks interesting. Icy blue or normal. Let's go with the icy blue look for him. And then here's the Chocobo with the appearance, so let's go with that. So this is what Clive looks like right now. Again, if anyone doesn't like this, if you watch this now, just let me know now. If nothing said, then I'll keep Clive in this appearance. And then, let's see, there is this. Nah, nothing I want to see on that. Okay, let's see if I remember exactly the, what it was called that I had to go to for this. Alright. wasn't there. Hate to do this, but I think I had to return here for a second. I need to double check. I need to be very, very sure exactly where I'm going on this. Well, while I'm doing this on the side quest, I should also mention that although I'm doing this part right now, part 12 is going to take quite a while longer too, because there's going to be some other upcoming games coming on my channel. One will be what's coming soon, a matter of a few weeks here, or a couple weeks, is Mortal Kombat 1. And I still got to show Tower of Fantasy. And I think I'm also, even though I'm still kind of waiting on Strangers of Paradise, I might show another part on Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy. But this one, yes, the next parts will be running slow. Alright, so I kind of did have a feeling it was there. Alright, back to Central. So, although it is going to be slow, eventually I will make my way to the end of 16. But I won't be doing the next part that very soon, though. So then I have so many games I need to show, and I really can't show certain games, the same game part constantly on all the games I want to show. Alright, go this direction, I believe. Nope, wrong side. Alright. Now, though I do have the ability of Titan, I do not have Titan's thing on right now. So right now I'm still with Phoenix, Garuda, and what we call it, Ramu. Alright, R3 this, because I know that, I don't know where it is, but it's definitely in this area. It's a flan type thing, I believe. This is the blue flan I'm looking for. Like, can't say it's the water version because I don't think, even though it is blue in color, I don't think it is water. That's just a regular enemy.
Thanks, girl.
Oh, found it. Flan print.
Take us unawares, did you?
Now to electricity. Looks like it has multiple elements, this flan here. Blizzard. Stone, wow.
Let's try.
Oh, I'm out of potions. Huh. Oh, that one was my bad. I underestimated the part there. So I gotta make sure not to get hit here because I could die.
I can't go on.
Oh, it actually got me. Wait a minute. What did it hit me with? Okay. Actually, I gotta make a little roadblock there because, yes, I gotta say, I kind of forgot one little thing. Which, that was actually, that was obviously gonna be death right there because me going in there with no potions, no nothing to heal, that equals death. So, yes, I don't think there was any other option but to die on that one. Alright.
Is it business?
Let me get what I need. So those saw me die, don't be surprised on that because that is literally, we call it.
What can I do for you?
That was actually
Weighing you down.
inexcusable for that one. I had,
You'll break your back stuffing all that in your sack.
Wait. If I don't have potions in that, let me check my inventory. What's so... Really? Okay. Good thing I have it. But I thought it showed I didn't have it. Alright. Well, let's go back at it then. Because I thought I had no healing options there from what I saw. I don't know. Those watching, double rewind and double check and make sure I didn't have a healing item. Because I should have sworn I had no healing items. Yeah, if I had... That I'm at a little bit of question on that one. Because something seems odd about that.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Alright, well, if it's saying I had items, then apparently I must have had items, I guess. Or maybe just didn't have it at that point. Maybe I was given to it because I died? Can't say. On that. Alright, rematch time then.
You deserve a rest.
Okay, now it's saying I have the items. Or does it have an ability that can take the items? Well, to be fair, this thing is also level 38. Viraga? Don't think so. Here's a little bit of wind.
Too slow.
A few more hits off you. Don't think so, not this time. That watery spin is not going to get me. Dual cast. Now I'm pissing it off. Whoa! It actually managed to get the hands on me this time. So doing Faraga, and what's the other one? Fire and Ice, huh? Fire and Ice. Back away, hands down. Now it's going to be Wind and Earth, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, fire, ice, lightning combo. Gotta make sure to avoid that completely. Ouch, ouch. You and those attacks. Be honest, I am still can't believe this thing didn't die to that round. Well, maybe a little surprised. I shouldn't say I'm really surprised. Down you go. Leveled up. Good.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Well, notice it's not here anymore. Take a moment to look. This. Alright. Well, now I think it's good. I can go with onto the main part of this broadcast. Where everyone's probably waiting to see. How will I fare against Titan here? Which I know he's coming up. I don't know anything about the fight, but I know he's coming up because I know I already defeated Hugo. And I'm pretty sure now I have his Titan ability that he's going to do exactly what Garuda did. Or should I say, you know, the female character, Benedicta, I think is how you say it. That she actually became Garuda. She became Garuda anyway.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Alright, let's talk to Otto. Perhaps in the next part I'll probably, I don't know which one I'll switch out, but I'll probably use Titan for in the next one. The abilities, I'm not going to use it on this here though.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare. Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome? I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts. I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like. Oi, Otto, you got my gill? Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying. That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Alright, real quick, let me make sure all the marks are done right now. The hunt. By far, that's probably like the first one actually got me KO'd once. Got one KO off, or defeated me once. The other ones haven't done that yet. Or, to be fair, this is an A rank, so... This one, probably difficulty should be expected at this point. Of course, I'll be getting KO'd from other ones, too. Just gotta make sure I have healing items from here on when going into the fight. After all, I did go running in that fight without healing items, and I thought I had them.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time. You were born in Rosalith, weren't you?
Well, remember, Hugo Kupka does not have hands anymore. Clive cut them off during the fight. Though I gotta say, he has a really high tolerance for pain.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell.
What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mids, no doubt.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Okay, let's see if I remember how to get down there. Oh yeah. If I remember how to get down there, yep. Just simply go down this elevator.
Do with a good oil in this.
Should be enough. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
So the carpenter's in here. Let's see if they'll accept. Oh, talking to her.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Stay sharp.
She had a man of Grieger locked in there.
Please, teach me how to fight.
Right. If you're still here when my shift is...
Time to call Chocobo here.
Fly, Ambrosia.
There he is.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Alright, time to kill some more of these guys.
This shouldn't take long.
Wow. Okay, a smart bird. Smart vulture, huh? Not so smart now, are ya? And of course, there's got to be more, right? We need more. Oh, that's why. It's that wyvern. And he's done. Oh, well, I'm getting close to leveling up again.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Okay, completing this part of the mission here. Then I'll see if it gets to Titan. Afterwards, if would assume it would be. Ah, she has more stuff in stock.
Is it business or pleasure? Going purse weighing you down? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Clive. Not saying Fordian, do you? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? Don't waste my time. I ain't got the stuff.
Oh, so I don't have that, alright. And no need to read that at the moment. So further back, huh? Or it's completely the wrong direction.
See, there's nothing to fear from Cook.
How am I doing on abilities?
How's it coming along?
Oh wait, is the ability mastered? Yep, it's mastered.
warning us if they find you. Must be hard.
But I want to help Miss Mididol with her
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Oh, it's not gonna be that simple, Clive. You got some other things you gotta do first. I was not expecting more side missions to pop up this soon, but it did. Let's go for the one that's out this way first. Hopefully none of them are, they're all in town stuff.
Their old tricks again.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Oh.
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should
So I'm going out.
If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Well, appears that I am going further out. This is gradually looking like I may not get to Titan today. Gradually. I'm not saying I won't, but it's starting to gradually look that way.
Slavers don't even bother.
Come on. Faster!
Get me back on my feet. I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Thanks, Gal.
Unless you want to bleed to death.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
I'll go on foot. Seeing it's not too far in, I figure one of those big trolls going to be here. Or goblins. Big goblin, I mean. Not you, I'm not ready for you yet. Wait your turn. Yep, there you go. He lose. He lost.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you...
Hold on, guys. Everything here bad.
Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Now, let's get on with, let's see, I'm supposed to go back to this area here, complete this, then I got the other side quest that hopefully won't make me go to another town. Not that I don't mind the fights, just that I really want to show Titan on this one, which hopefully I do get to show Titan in this one here. Because I'm not planning to keep this broadcast too long, that's the thing. Like literally my single only reason why I'm kind of like hoping the next one doesn't make me go far.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Yep, that's complete. Make sure as I'm doing a side quest that there's no marks. Not that I think there are any new ones. Alright, not yet. Looks like I can't do the other one until I check in here anyway.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Don't have me go out of town.
Twins upon his shoulders, Rodriguez.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh.
Don't tell me I'm going out of town.
No one knows herb lore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in the south.
Yep. Going out of town.
The bright blue blossoms.
Of course, going out of town, right? This also now decreases my chance of going for Titan. This broadcast. Hopefully after this one, it will put me. I won't do anything that's going to stop me from doing it.
Ready, go? The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Be safe. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough.
Okay. I know I probably should have waited to see what Clive had to say there, but I'm kind of a little bit in not exactly a full rush, but I'm trying to complete this one kind of quick.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Yeah, there's this too.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? Come again. I may have more for you.
I'm waiting for that 350. Alright. Complete the task.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Okay, that's complete. Now, continuing with the story. That just reminds me of one thing.
Whispering about.
Alright, I'm not, like I said, not changing anything on that yet. Like I said, I don't know which one I want to change, Garuda or Ramu. Eventually, I'll probably change both of those because I definitely should keep Phoenix for sure. Though they just seem useful right now.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Alright, let's find out.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here!
Meanwhile, let's see what's going on here.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded.
So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Okay, so this is it.
Only one way to find out.
Time to go down.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wayne. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
finished outfitting her little workshop, right? With a little help.
Yeah, nothing new on that, and here you go.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
All right. So this is where I'm going.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Here we go. Riddle of the Sands. I'll go on foot on this one because I just...
Destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
As far as I know, I'm not seeing any chests. That's exactly why I'm kind of walking like, not going the correct, kind of like walking a little bit off the area to go. I like searching around the areas. Not searching too far because I don't want to trigger certain things I don't need to trigger. Wow, look at this, huh?
What do you soldiers were in the inn.
Alright, let's keep going further in. I'm pretty sure I get to...
There she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me
Well,
quite
let me see what I was going to say.
quick drink before we press on?
As I gotta say, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be seeing this town again, because I'm pretty sure some of the hunts here are gonna be around here, so I'll have plenty of time to explore, I think.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Oh yeah, so no dogs allowed inside, huh? That must be them.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
I sense a lot of things are going to happen here.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
He heard him.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Time to kill these guys. Well, Uncle enjoy the food.
The outlaw! Take him!
Try it.
Stay down!
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
And they're down. They won't be going back to talk to Hugo or the Kupka at all.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
So he isn't going to tell him who it is. So Togo looks better in blue and white compared to the color it originally was. Glad they added this. The appearance look.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Alright. So let's see where I'm going instead.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime.
Are you looking for something in particular? Fare you well.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Alright. And let's go talk to this one here.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I...
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Furder. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, he gave good information.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Wait, incense! Wax candles!
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
And they're all down. Knew something was up the moment he said where to go.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
So it was a test.
The Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Needed to a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be trans.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
From out of town.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It is out this way? Okay. So I thought...
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, so let's see.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
First, I'll get rid of the one that we're doing business with. Your business is through.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Look, I'm just getting warmed up. Stay down.
I don't mind if you keep filling his health up. I'll just keep beating him down again. Go ahead, keep getting his health up. How much can your friend's beating can he take till he's what you call? Oh, he can't take any more. That's a shame. More. Here comes more. Even more than the last time. What are you gonna do, Chocobo? Enough to level up? It is. Excellent. I gotta admit, this broadcast's going longer than I was planning.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Dude, that was coming.
Here, wear this.
Ah. Alright.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia los delan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
You did not just throw a side quest in on me, did you? You son of a...
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
Side quest.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Saver, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that that supposed to mean? I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. Right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
I honestly was not expecting a side quest to be thrown in on this. Wow, that's a large gap between fighting Hugo and Titan, I'll say that. That's more than expected. There's another side quest. You had to throw a second one in there.
What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
So, yeah, my chances of going for Titan are getting smaller and smaller because it threw a second side quest in here on me. I might actually might not actually have time to continue if it keeps going at this rate.
Finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Down this way. Yeah, I honestly didn't really expect this to happen.
Hanging lantern! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
I'm not here for that right now. I got side quests that thrown in that had that kind of... Okay, where is...
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
$53 yards, according to what you call it. Okay, so where's the second person I speak to? You can't just say it's nearby and then have absolutely no one here.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Because the first person was right here. It's not you. Alright, so where's the second person, huh?
silver platters.
Okay, would they be around here?
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle.
Quest destination nearby, huh?
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Okay, so if it isn't down here, the next person must be up here. Or am I asking a hard question here?
You're going to drink my pockets dry. Stop and leave?
Why, yes.
Okay, apparently... Okay, so you can't just go and say that the person's around in this particular location and not have them here. It says quest destination nearby. So am I talking to an is the person invisible?
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Oh shit.
Look, Father. Hot water.
Because this is for the second quest. Business owner, which is not who I'm here to talk to. I might as well talk to him because, quite literally, the other person I need to speak to must be invisible.
All those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
I just can't believe that, we call it, that the second villager is nowhere, the second person I have to talk to is not even here.
Bowls and basins.
I just want to see something.
Silken softness.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Okay. I am going to say this again. Stop saying that the coming in here and have absolutely no one to speak to. Because, quite clearly, the second person I need to speak to is clearly invisible. Because I was already up the stairs. So, the other townsperson I need to speak to doesn't exist. As I said, second townsperson is clearly invisible. It's where this thing is saying that the second, quest nearby, but here's the thing. A second townsperson should have been right here. Oh, there they are.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
My carpets have pride of place.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something.
No, there's more to it, you mean?
Right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
We're going to extend this quest.
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Tell me this is quest complete. Aw, man. This is rather disappointing. This is not what I wanted to have happen. Yep. I think I might be running out of time. I hate to say it, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get to Titan today. Which, I gotta say, that's rather disappointing, because I didn't know there was going to be this much of a big gap between Hugo and Titan. I'd say I underestimated this big time. Oh, you have got to be kidding me, really? And now it's gonna make it so it's even harder for me to get to what I need to get to? Really? It's not that simple to get there.
Quietly now.
Of course, it's not going to make it easy for me, is it? I won't be going that... I officially won't be coming around that way. And let me see... Of course I can't cross the water. I can't cross water, huh? Well, Okay, so I'm going to have to go back into the village, won't I?
That'll do, girl.
I honestly didn't expect the quest to go even further. This side quest go further than should. Which I don't know if I'm going to this guy's quest or the other guy's for now. All I know is that I have a feeling after I finish this quest, I probably have to end this because literally, I may not have time. Like I said, my time's running out. I was really hoping to fight Titan here, but not this round.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
Oh, no.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Well, guys, I hate to do this to you guys right now, leave it in this part of the video, but I'm going to have to end the broadcast here. It's kind of going much further than I wanted it to. I actually thought that Titan was actually close, but appears I was further away than I expected. So, if I got time, I'll probably do another part tomorrow to get to fight Titan. So, that will most likely, or... let's say, most likely be the chance I fight Titan. Hopefully, unless side quests like this one here stop me from doing so. Because that's why I was kind of like, oh man part. Because when I saw the 2 side quests pop up, I'm like, oh, I gotta do those first. Technically, I don't have to, but I choose to. So, in this case here, side quests, you win this battle because Clive here is definitely lost this round. Not really, but let's say, quest-wise, I've been defeated. Anyway, enjoy this moment side quests here because I'll be starting this. If I have time tomorrow, I'll be finishing these side quests and then hopefully getting to Titan. So, till then, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Just say you're off the hook right now, Titan. Not for long, though.